लागी तो जब जानिए जब रहे गुरु के संग मौला ओ जी मौला
Hey YouTube, this is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists who have low subscribers and low views, as well as talented artists from around the world. Now, once again, I have no idea or the reason why they have low subscribers or low views, but I'm going to bring it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now, today I'm going to do my best to upload about say 4 reactions, and I will let you know on these particular artists as I'm going along. So my third reaction of today, and I hope I'm going to pronounce it right this time. This has been recommended to me a number of times as well. So thank you very much for your recommendation, and I'm glad that I'm here right now. So this is Chaap Tilak, and let me know about that if I'm pronouncing it right. That's CHAAP Tilak. And so is that Chaap Tilak? This is Abida Parveen Rahat Fateh and Hexacorp. So I'm going to pronounce it again. Abida Parveen Rahat Fateh or Fateh and Hexacorp, and that's the Coach Studio season 7. So I am absolutely in awe. This is about say a long way. I don't normally react to music videos that's over say 5 minutes, but I'm in a different kind of realm right about now, because music is one thing, but singing, I can hear a man or a woman, female singer, or an artist sing for hours upon hours if they give me what I need or give me the things that I didn't even know that I need. So I'm very excited about this particular these artists. I think there's 2, I think, so let me explain certain things to me, and I know you guys will do anyway. So look, that's going to be my next reaction. But before that, if this is your first time coming over to my channel, then please go over to my homepage and work your way from the bottom all the way up to the top, because there's some fantastic, amazing, brilliant artists which I do not want you to miss out on. And what I've done is simplified it for you. I've broken it down into various categories, musical categories. So once you go into these various musical categories, just remember these are artists from around the world, both established artists and non-established artists. So if you like say Indian hip-hop, go into hip-hop and check out my Indian hip-hop. If you love Indian R&B, if you love Indian rock, Indian jazz, I've got it. Just go into those categories and look at these various and remarkable artists from around the world, both established and non-established artists. Now, before I go into my reactions, I want to read a couple of your comments and give a number of shout outs, because they thoroughly deserves it. Bruno Di Martis, good morning, how are you? Leona Lopez Omozo, good morning, how you doing? I hope you're well. Luna B, good morning. Your reaction is great, but yes, do put the subtitles on when you go back to it later, to pick up on the most out of the subtitles. I bet you take it to another level. So this was I reacted to Boyle with the Scotch band featuring Hadia Hashimani. And I did go back. I've listened to that song about say 10 times and put the subtitles on, and it's remarkable the things that she was saying. Build your own world. That just stuck right with me. That resonated, really did. Good morning to Levy Taz. Good morning, how you doing? Aliski, good morning, how are you, mate? Ablaz Atta, I hope I'm saying your name right. David Lassie, good morning. Sid Kaya, good morning, how are you? That trumpet type of instrument is a traditional Shina, and I hope I'm saying that right. So that was my first review of Arijit Singh with Lao Ishq. Absolutely amazing. There was this instrument in there which I really wanted to find out. Look, I can carry on reading more messages and reading more of your comments and giving them a shout outs, but I'm going to leave that to my other reactions. So let's go into my third reactions of today. And so this is the Coke Studio. I'm just getting it up here. Chaap Tilak featuring Abida Parveen. I'm not really confident in saying the names, but with you guys, you're amazing in helping me. So Abida Parveen Rahat Fateh and Ake Khan. This is Chaap Tilak. Coach Studios season 7. I'm reading it all there, right there. Without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it? I have to say apologies for my mimicking or singing as I'm going along, but sometimes they do some serious riffs that I was like, oh, I've got to try that, just to understand the difficulty in what they're doing. Like that. I'm going to be wild, don't I? Sorry, I'm going to stop it there just to point out a couple of things. Number one, I don't put the subtitles on my first reactions. Never do. Because I want my body to resonate with the actual artist. I want my body to feel. And it does. It just takes on a different kind of aspect. It really does. And then on my second time going through it, I put the subtitles on and it connects the dots. I just feel that the subtitles are somewhat distracting it's distracting to the ears. I don't know how that makes sense, but the subtitles is just somewhat distracting to my ears. There's too much concentration on reading what the subtitle is, and it just gives you a less concentration on what the performance is actually doing. So on the second time, I put the subtitles on and then click dots. And then on the third time, I listened to it again and trying to home in on things that I didn't quite see in the first or second time. And then the fourth time, it just all makes sense and comes together. And then the fifth time is just pure pleasurement of wanting to listen to that particular song again. So I do go over it about 4, 5, 6, 7 times. And then I put it in my playlist on top of that. So I just wanted to point that out because I know that I do get a number of comments saying, please put the subtitles on. Not in my first reaction. No way. And I hope you guys understand that. I'm going to go back just a little bit. Just a little bit.
सब कहें लागी लागी लागी
come on.
लागी लागी सब कहें लागी लगी अंग लागी तो जब जानिए
Sorry, she's taking me on a roller coaster, man. She's hitting me with so many different kind of levels of frequencies, passion, textures, control. If she was a gun, I have bullet holes all over my body. If you see me doing all that kind of thing, it's because I'm trying to contain myself by listening and feeling the different kind of riffs that's going on. That's what's happening here. I feel like I'm diving into a wormhole, swinging and swooning all over the place, and by looking at beautiful lights and hearing beautiful frequencies. I get overwhelmed too quickly when I hear lovely and passionate sounds. I really do. But I love it. I really do love it. I'm going to go back just a little bit.
जब रहे गुरु के संग मौला ओ जी मौला
I forgot about him. So I will go back a bit. What I like about this performance is that you can clearly see the two particular individual artists feeding and bouncing off each other. They're appreciating what the individual are doing, as in the sound that coming out. And because you see his eyes are closed when when the other person's singing, and vice versa. But when it comes to his time to sing, he's being inspired by his accompanied artists to give him, to put him on the right step, to give the right, I know he's going to blow it out the water because of who he's standing next to or sitting down next to, or because of who he's duetting with. Sometimes your best performances come from depending on the person who's alongside you. You know, like if you was running against Usain Bolt in a 100 meter sprint, you're bound to get a good, brilliant time because you're inspired to run faster than with the person who's, you know, beside you and also is going to be in front of you, you know? So, and that's what I'm getting, that's what I'm feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong on this one. I know they are both established artists in their own right, but when you get two established artists together, they feed off each other and they bring something that's really, really spectacular. I'm going to go back just a little bit, just a little bit. Do that. Wow. Hats off to the musicians. जीत गई तो पिया जो मैं हारी पी के संग चाप तिलक सब That's what we did. Beautiful as they sound, the backing vocals, they're not needed. They're not needed. You've got you've got the musicians creating this lovely euphoria, this atmosphere within there, and that's all you need. You see the chime bells and, you know, the percussions was working, the piano riff that was playing all the way through this particular song gave that ambience feel. It was really lovely. Even though this song most probably warrants this particular the chorus element to come in, I just feel it's not needed. It's not. It's sent me on a different kind of, where I was zoned in and on this lovely cloud nine where there's unicorns and rainbows and, you know, fluffiness happening. What these two amazing artists created for me. Then you've got these. Don't get me wrong. They, you know, I'm sure they're credible because they're there, and I'm sure they got their own kind of accolade in their own right. But when you hear those particular artists doing a chorus, after you just heard one of the two most spectacular voices that you're going to hear in a long, long time, it's like putting salt and vinegar crisp with, I don't know, with beef flavour crisp. It just doesn't mix. You know, it's like, it's not warranted. You just have that, separate those two flavours, you know? So that's my only critique. Was these artists, the backing vocals, they're necessary? I don't, look, I've only listened to half a bit of it. And I stopped it straight away because it just gave me, it was almost on a different kind of path, a different kind of lane. It's like, it's almost like you listen to the radio and somebody's walked along and turned the radio over to another channel. And a pleasant song, a pleasant sounding is come on. But you was locked in, you was deep into what the other two artists were doing. So that's my only small critique on that. I don't think it was warranted. I don't think it was needed. Sorry about that, my long rant. I'm going to go back just a little bit. I didn't go back at all, sorry. See, just give me a different vibe. She's gonna give you more. I'm gonna lock too more for what she does. Wow. मैं सौ I suppose they need them to break it down and give them time and the breath. I mean the chorus part. Wow. Wow. He was doing do, re, mi, fa, sol, mi, to kind of thing. Where I was explaining to me. Dark, you can think about the people in the thing. That was amazing. Oh, it's her turn now. He's gonna go crazy. I know she's gonna go crazy. Come on, I thought she was gonna go crazy. You went crazy. Breathtaking. How can these musicians contain themselves? There's a guitar playing. This part. That was sheer brilliance. It gave me everything that I needed, things that I wasn't expecting, things that I yearn for from other styles of music. Wasn't so I was pleasantly surprised that I got it within this style of music. No, sorry, not this style of music. This type of the style of vocals. I saw so many vocal range, so many depth, so much control, so much passion, so much riffs. It was absolutely, it was overwhelming for my body. My brain can handle it. My body was everywhere. It was like, it's still trying to calm down right now. It's like, Uncle Mama, what did you just do to me? You know, it is really like that. Wow. Is a small word, but has such a significant potency when you say wow. That word can express on so many different kind of levels, and it can mean so much than explaining or trying to break things down. A perfect wow is what is warranted right here. Wow. And when you say that word, when it thoroughly deserves a wow, you look at that wow, that big W, that big O, that big W again, and you feel that, you know what, it's still not big enough. It really isn't, still not big enough. Abida, I'm going to check out more of what I can find out on this particular artist. For me, she stole the show. I have reacted to Rahat before, and he blew my mind. So I kind of was expecting what he was doing and delivering, but what he put on top was the inspiration of his fellow artists who was singing next to him. They was feeding off each other really, really, really well. And when it came to doing the riffs, it was like, wow, what did you eat today? Who's giving you this energy that makes you want to, who's possessed you? You know? It's one thing to sing like that, but it's another thing to sit down and sing. Sit down and sing? Do you know how much control, how much you got to be trained to get out those particular frequencies, those riffs in a sit down position? That must be one of the hardest things to do, but I think it must be one of the things that frequently must be done. I think that sit down singing was invented before the stand-up singing. I don't know how that works, because I'm thinking that you're gathering around in a circle, you know, telling stories at night time, blah blah blah, and you're sitting down, you're singing. I don't see anybody standing up singing. I think standing up singing came after, but I think sit down singing came is the right format to sing. And it's been doing that, and it's been done for thousands of years. And the stand-up singing is only been recently. That's what I think. But overall, amazing performance. I'm going to go back and listen to it a number of times, obviously put on the subtitles as well, and get in touch with it even more, and have a more personal connection with this particular song. But for now, I salute you. Absolutely amazing. Really, really is. धनुष के भाग छाप तिलक सब चीज